gentlemen, grandchildren, and most of them are ladies and gentlemen, I think also, and, especially mom and dad. First of all, I just want to say that it's really great to be back in Winnipeg in December. After the Air Canada flight, it's actually great to be anywhere. It's kind of a rough flight, but it is really great to be back, and especially to see everybody again. I've just got another short speech. It should take about an hour or so to get through this, so let's get started. Tonight I have the special honor of saying a few words on behalf of Mom and Dad's kids. That's Don Marnie and myself. The kids are mostly all grown up by now. We have children of our own. I think I noticed that Don even has one or two gray hairs. Yeah, I was just going to say, he's still doing better in that department than I am. I've just got one or two hairs, period. So. But in writing this speech, I tried to think what would be appropriate to say, to comment on 50 years of marriage. And I guess one thing I should say is thanks. Speaking for myself, I can say that Mom and Dad gave me possibly the greatest gift that parents in Winnipeg could give to a child. They took me out to BC for summer vacations. I think that's the only BC joke in here. I was trying to think why I was asked to give this speech. It's either that I'm the oldest, or the shortest, or the baldest, or I live the farthest away. That's probably what it is. We voted. Yeah, but I didn't vote. I'd like to talk about some of the things that happened when we were kids, just to give you some idea of the kind of parents that Mom and Dad were. It really was kind of unforgettable. I know in trying to write this that I was thinking of Marnie, and that she always has this endless list of embarrassing incidents that only she can remember. No one else can remember but Marnie. So if I do get stuck, Marnie, you can help me out. Okay. Actually, some of my most vivid memories are when Mom and Dad weren't actually home. And they didn't really know what was going on at home. And I was the oldest, so I was put in charge of Marnie and Don. I was a babysitter. I don't recall getting paid for babysitting either. That was the other thing. It took me a long time to figure out how to try and get Marnie to behave herself. It wasn't that she was really a bad kid, but she just wouldn't do whatever she was told. And I couldn't keep track of all these things she was doing. By the time Mom and Dad got home, there were just too many things. I'd forgotten half of them, and it was late. I was tired. And so Marty never really got to face the music. So I do remember one time I got Marnie to behave. I used psychology. I guess I used child psychology. I didn't try to say no or say she's not supposed to do this or that. I let her do whatever she wanted to do. She was, not major things, but she would eat up all the ice cream in the fridge and use up all Mom's makeup, and she wouldn't clean up, and she wouldn't do this and that. But I didn't say anything. I had a clipboard. Dad gave me this idea, these efficiency experts at the transit. I had a clipboard, and I simply followed her around, and I wrote everything down that she did. I just kept writing and writing. After about a half an hour, I had pages of material to report, and she knew that I wasn't going to forget because it was all written down. And Marnie was just about in a panic. She was just about to use her tears, so basically she promised to behave if I rip out the list. And I actually still have that list. That's right. I just wanted to relate that story to show how Mom and Dad helped to guide us along the straight and narrow. Basically, it was fear. We just hoped that they wouldn't find out too much. Mom and Dad were, and still are, fairly modern parents. They usually didn't believe in physical punishment like spanking. Mental cruelty, yes. Physical punishment, only rarely. The only times that I recall things regularly coming to blows was on our summer holidays. Or rather, while we were driving to our summer holiday. This was our car trips in the summer, and three kids arguing or having heated debates, let's say, in the back seat, 90 degrees temperature, no air conditioning. I don't know whether you probably remember the tradition of the finance minister in the federal government, where every time he introduces a new budget, he has to go out and buy a new pair of shoes. This is the tradition of the federal government. Mom had a similar tradition when we were going to start a new car trip. She liked to start off with a new pair of slippers. Mom liked the kind that she could slip off her feet real fast. And they had a leather sole, and they just made a snap like a bullet. So all of us actually, we always wished we had a station wagon back then. We could move back out of range. I'm exaggerating a little bit. In our house, surviving was more a game of wits than physical strength. Wits and nerve. Speaking of nerves, that was something else that we heard a lot about in our house. Mom used to have an expression. I want everybody has to go, my nerves are shot. She was shot. She used that expression quite a bit, as I recall. And usually it was when all the rest of us were all having fun. We were developing our psychomotor skills in some harmless activity and hardly making any noise at all. But Mom would say, and sometimes quite loudly, my nerves are shot! So, I mean, as children, we didn't really have a lot of sympathy for this sort of thing. I thought it was probably quite normal for a mother's nerves to be shot. And I think I can say now that we have children of our own, I think we were probably right. It is fairly normal for a parent's nerves to be shot. I think now the expression is a basket case. But anyway, and another memory I wanted to mention, aside from the shot nerves, is music. Music played a major role in our home. One of my earliest memories, this was probably going back to before Don and Marnie were born, is movie theaters. Because I think, I know Mom and Dad were big fans of Al Jolson. I think they probably took me to every movie house in Winnipeg. That's how addicted to movies now. That was showing the Jolson story or Jolson singing the game. And I do actually remember seeing these movies. Dad was so impressed with Jolson that I believe he actually phoned him up one night. This was after he was discussing and consulting all this with Uncle Bill over a few beers. I think Dad wanted to give Al a few pointers. And I know and there are some pictures in the album, I know that Dad even considered a career change. He was actually going to give up his job with Winnipeg Transit for a career on the stage. He has a pair of white gloves, I know that. So I'm hoping that later we can get Dad to give us a few renditions. Just to show what might have been. But music really did play a big role in our house. Another big factor, the record player. The record player, that was an important weapon for Mom in her arsenal of devices to use against the kids. Sometimes she used it for crowd control. She never had one of these bullhorns, but she had to make do with a record player. She used to use that as an alarm clock for us. If we weren't up in the morning, right at the very crack of dawn, on would come the record player with Elvis Presley, right as loud as it could go. So she really reversed the tables on us. In most families, it's the kids who play the records too loud. In our family, it was the mom that played the records. So I picked up on that. I've actually used this technique on my own kids. I mean, if I could play these things in the morning, I never see my kids play like This speech wouldn't be complete without a few words about Dad's carpentry work and how he tried to teach some of us those skills. I wasn't sure how best to describe the way Dad works with. We're all familiar with it. some people call it wood cutting, and some they do wood carving, and some do woodworking. But I kind of thought wood cursing might be good. I think he seemed to feel that if you talk to the wood or yelled at them, that things might somehow come out better. And I've often, and I guess we've all made a mistake in dealing with a particularly dense piece of 2x4, you dirty so-and-so. This portion was heavily censored this week. I've noticed that dads carried on that technique with golf as well. Well, I guess I have to conclude, and I want to conclude by saying, and this time in all sincerity, that I really think Mom and Dad taught the kids all of the important things that we needed to know. And they taught us not only by word, but by deed and throughout our lives. I think they set an example, as somebody else said, of how to live. And, you know, they never pretended that they had all the answers, but I do think that they taught us how to ask the right questions. So, Mom and Dad, on behalf of all your children and your wives and husbands and grandchildren, I'd just like to congratulate you very much on your 50th and wish you many more years of health and happiness together. Congratulations.
I just woke this a few minutes ago, or an hour ago, actually. In the bathroom, I'm really nervous. It's called a tail. I'm shaking it. It's on a napkin. Under the sun, I was told a tale. There was flowers and the sun and the glass and the sun and the trees. In the trees, these words unbroken, an eternal embrace. I wipe my eyes and wish the world was like the sun. Under the sun, I was told a tale about a woman and a man who lived many lifetimes, without forgetting to love, without forgetting to trust, and without forgetting one. And now the sun is glowing around me. These words never die. An eternal embrace. I wipe my eyes and wish that it could stay on my hands. I wish the world was like this sun.
Oh, I just learned my
Say thank you to everybody for coming.
All the family, get up here. We're going to dance with your mom and dad. They said, you're going to dance with your mom and dad. Come on. All the relatives and the in-laws and the outlaws, everybody up here. You get it? Okay, you can dance now, right?
Yes.
Shades of Hawaii, Flo. This is the moment I've waited for. I can hear my heart singing. Soon bells will be ringing. This is the moment of sweet love. I will love you longer than forever. Promise me that you will leave me never. Underneath the sun, you and I are one. Blue skies of Hawaii smile on this our wedding day.
It's only your mother. You know what she should have been Miss Romper.
Dad, you got a drink? Hey. Kid, you look just like your dad looks when you were married around the Only he didn't have the tooth on.
It's been 20 years since I've last performed this ceremony, so 30 years. So please help me. 10 years, somebody said. Please help me if I leave anything out. Some of you may have wondered why we've gathered you all here this evening, including Mom and Dad. But they feel that once every 50 years, it's time to renew the vows. And so they have to go through this. I don't know whether we have anybody. Do we have anybody here to present the bride? Who's presenting the bride here?
Oh, we didn't want her anyway.
Right, we're going to forget about the bride. The groom, nobody's presenting the groom, I suppose.
Oi, oi, oi. Oh, poor Alex. Oh, poor Alex.
Well, marriage is a very solemn occasion, and so if everybody will try to wipe those smirks off their faces. And where are the babies? Where are the babies? Well, there's one over there. I see one of the babies there.
Where?
Right there. Where's the other? Where's the other baby? There's the other baby. I guess the other question I should ask, does anybody, I'll just answer that as briefly. Does anybody know one good reason why they shouldn't be married today? No? Too late. See, 3 kids, they should be married. Okay, well, they've given me it looks like an encyclopedia here, actually. I'll see if I can't get them all. Oh, I don't know. Cruel and unusual punishment. Oh, here it is. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if I could ask the bride and groom to come forward. Oh, I have to pour this over your head.
You're not really going to do that.
first.
I'll tell you, if you were the guy marrying us, I never would have gone through with it.
First of all, I would have been, what, 5 hours late, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Right off the bat.
Okay, and have you got permission to get married?
Is that rewound, Dale?
You got permission from her mom and dad and all that? They met you and, right? And what about you? Did you get permission too?
They don't understand it, you know, so they figure, well, any port in the store.
You know, you don't look as if you're too sure what you're doing here.
Maybe we should change our minds.
This is your big chance, you know. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I am officially empowered, you know. I can do anything here right now.
Take my sore feet away.
Yes.
Just forget it.
One of the babies has made a suggestion. She has to wait. She's just full of ideas. What did I tell you earlier? She's got this memory like an elephant. Well, all right, I'll just ask, do you, Alec, Dayco, take the Florence Gray to be my lawful wedded wife, to love, honor, and obey.
Not that.
That's good enough. And do you, Florence Gray, take thee, Alec Dayco, to be thy lawful wedded husband, have and hold and cherish, and et cetera, et cetera,
I'll do all those things.
et cetera. All those things. Who has the rings? Is this a single ring, double ring? What kind of rings?
I can't get them off my fingers now.
She can't get them off. She's pretty well stuck for us. Well, I just hang on with this. This is an Orthodox ceremony. You may kiss the bride. I gather there's there's a singer. That's right. Quiet! I went to your wedding, although I was dreading the thought of seeing you.
It's okay.
The organ was playing. My poor heart kept saying, oh my, you're in trouble, both of you. You came down the aisle, fell flat on your spine. Your father was the other sighed and whispered because he was losing you.
memory of
Thank you very much.
Smart way to say that.
That song always brings tears to my eyes. Yes, we've flown Bruce in, for this special occasion. I mean, as you can imagine, he's busy every weekend doing this. Anyway, folks, they're officially remarried for another 50 years of health and happiness. And the other announcement I have to make is that there is going to be some food, I gather. What is it, a cold buffet? Is it?
Oh, yes.
Or a tepid buffet on a table over there somewhere. So keep your eyes open, folks. It'll be ready right away.